Hi, I'm Kushwant Kaur. I hold a master's degree in computer science and engineering. I actually have to close 11 years of teaching experience and 3 years of industrial experience, out of which 2 years have been core development in databases. My recent interests have been training and research in big data and big data analytics, that is data sciences. The agenda of today's discussion is the overview of the course which I'm going to start today. So in this course, we will be discussing about various big data analytics tools, challenges that are faced in big data field, and various things that comes in the area of big data, how the industry is getting the best from big data, what are the various tools in big data, programming languages for big data, and many more. So in this course, we will be doing hands-on sessions, hands-on practical sessions, and smaller projects that will make familiar with the big data tools. So let us start with the overview of the big data course. So this is the very first day, day one, in which we will be covering module 1, that is big data analytics, shifting our paradigm from SQL to NoSQL. This is just an overview to the course. So firstly, we need to know what is big data. As per Wikipedia, big data is a term for data sets that are so large or complex that traditional data processing applications are inadequate to deal with them. So for the timing, just a brief introduction to big data, that is the data that is not manageable for us. That is, we can't handle that data efficiently, comes under the category of big data. We will be doing this in the next module. So what is big data analytics? It is examining large and different types of data to uncover the patterns that are actually hidden, to unhide the patterns. Correlations means certain data associations, linkage between various data items. Like for shopping websites, if someone is buying something, then suggestions come to buy the another similar type of product that has been viewed by other customers or same customers. That is correlation. At the same time, we can say if we are going to market, then at that time, if someone is buying bread and milk, then obviously he will be buying butter also. So that is correlation. Or you can say customer habits. And there are other insights also. So under big data analytics, the major tools are Hadoop, Spark, Kafka, Hive, and many more. So firstly, we need to know, why do we need big data analysis? The major three categories are business, technology, finance. Business is about bringing business intelligence to maximize the profit in the business. So big data provides the ability to pursue new business models or to achieve a significant competitive advantage on the company's traditional business. Business can grow. From traditional business, we can move to new one, or we can grow the traditional within the range by making the comparisons from the customers that are in our surroundings. Now, if we talk about technology, huge amount of data is being collected. Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, so too much data is present in the cloud. And that data becomes complex. That is not simply structured data. Facebook data is not structured, it is unstructured data. And here comes the terminology known as NoSQL. That is not only SQL. We will be doing in detail about NoSQL, and we will be doing hands-on sessions on MongoDB for handling NoSQL databases. So we say about technology, it says the size and complexity of the data require appropriate technology in order to drive value from it. Finance. Oh, the major economy role. We are saying these days, due to COVID, finances are going up, down. Many things are happening. finances are getting down, economy is becoming big. So these are all the comparisons. From the data we have done this comparison. And how to grow the economy. Certain business have been opened in COVID, but only the necessary. And at the same time, if we take the example of state government of Punjab, then that government is getting maximum profit by selling alcohol. That's why even during the lockdown period, the alcohol shops were the only shops, liquor shops were the only shops that were open most of the time, because we're getting economy. But whole the data was collected at a certain stage, then analysis was made, and from that analysis it has been decided, let's open these shops, so that economy can grow richer. So that is example of big data analysis. And if we are talking about this data, this can't be handled manually. We need certain large databases to manage this big data. So big data brings economic advantage to the companies that have been adopted such solutions. Implementation of big data analysis techniques should be assessed in advance. The important element is to consider whether data is available or not, whether the tools are available or not, whether there is expert person who can work on this tool or not, and many more examples we can consider. At the same time, we should use low cost hardware, because the cost should not be more than our profit. Means expenses or investment should not be more than the profit. Return on investment should be in a range. So I think it's enough for big data analysis introduction. Now we must know who should attend this course. This is a major question, whether all of you, whomsoever is listening to this video, might have a question whether you should attend or not. Then here comes the answer. It says all computer science engineers, all computer professionals, or any business analyst who want to do business analysis, data analysis, all should attend. Or computer science engineer professionals who want to make career in the following fields must attend this course. Who want to become a data analyst or data scientist, data manager, entrepreneur, or freelancer. Who wants to know how to use their skills on big data. They come under the category of data scientist. They know how to manage the data, how to engineer the data. What is data science? So that is handling the data. Data science is nothing else. It is sciences that are applied, the technologies, the principles, the rules that are applied on the data are data sciences. So if you want to make your career as a data analyst or data scientist, then you must attend this course and do hands-on practice on the tools that are being taught in this session. Sorry, in the coming sessions. So next, database managers. Database manager, database administrator, who is handling the whole data. Data is the backend of each and every software. Suppose if we don't have brain and we have no place to store the data, we get short-term memory lost or full-term memory lost, then our human being become useless. Then human will not be able to perform anything. Then it means your backend should be enough strong. So that is data manager. With and the prerequisite is you may have a knowledge of Hadoop or Java, or you may not have knowledge of Hadoop, or that is not a big deal, because we will be learning these technologies. Actually, Hadoop is based on Java. To run Hadoop platform, Java JDK kit is needed to be installed. But you should not have knowledge of Java. It is not mandatory that you know Java. If you don't know Java, it's okay. You just need to install Java. That will be sufficient. Even if you don't know how to install the Java, I will be telling you in my tutorials how to install Java. And so we say who want to know what to do next in their career. If you want to know what to make do next in the career, what is the move to be made next in your career, then you should attend this course. You want to go insights of the data, draw the insights from the data, and become database manager. Then you must attend. Entrepreneur, freelancers, and I have highlighted very important part. Till now, we are working on SQL, and only SQL. So let's shift our paradigm, shift to NoSQL. Let's see the wonders that can be done with NoSQL. Managing the text files, managing the object data, managing the multimedia data. That can be done with the help of NoSQL. We have studied about object-oriented databases. We have studied about distributed databases. We have studied about multimedia databases and many more. So now this is the time when to practically implement those databases. Let's shift our paradigm from SQL to NoSQL. So be with me during this course. I will be shifting your paradigm from SQL to NoSQL. I guarantee that you will love NoSQL. Now let's have a course outline. We are having 5 modules. I have planned 5 modules, but I think I will be able to cover only 3 modules in during this course. Module 4 and module 5 will be done in the next course. So module 1 is big data overview. Module 2 about NoSQL databases. Module 3 is Hadoop. We will be covering first 3 modules for sure with practical implementation. And about Apache Spark and Apache Kafka, we can plan at the end of the sessions, all the sessions at the end of the course or workshop or during the next workshop. So projects and assignments are mandatory for all the modules. During the modules, there will be certain polls that will be raised. You have to attempt the polls. To get certificate, you should attempt all the polls and you have to submit whatever project or assignments are assigned to you. Submit them and you will get certificates. You will become eligible only after submitting all the assignments. Polls can be raised anytime during the session. So be attentive during the session. 2 hours is not a big deal. Every day, 2 hours, spending 2 hours is not a big deal. So you have to be attended for all the timing, that is 2 hours daily. And module 4 and 5 I already told about availability on time. Under module 1 big data overview, we will be covering evolution of big data, definition of big data, 5 V's of big data analytics, its use cases, big data as a bone, and its tools. Then module 2 is about NoSQL databases. Here we will be studying comparison of SQL and NoSQL, broad categories of NoSQL databases, MongoDB installation, how to install MongoDB, where you can get, how to set the environmental variables of MongoDB, because MongoDB database, just like after installing the Java, you need to set the environmental variables. Similarly, when you install MongoDB, you have to set the environment for the MongoDB. So we will be doing that. I will be present with you during this session. We will be doing hands-on practice on this. Then we will create and drop collections and documents, because MongoDB is document-based database. It is not a relational database. It is document-based database. So we will be discussing how to create collections and documents. Insertion and selection in MongoDB. We will be doing all the commands or code part of this. Then module 3 will be Hadoop. Here we will be discussing about Hadoop framework, stepping into Hadoop. What is the need for Hadoop distributed file system, working with HDFS, MapReduce paradigm. Till now, you might have heard about Java. If any one of you is familiar with Java, then you might have heard about MapReduce. And here, to do map reducing in Hadoop, we don't need Java code. Map reducing can be done in a very simple way using Hadoop. It is a programming paradigm. We will be doing 2 to 3 examples of MapReduce complete process in detail. Practical approach to MapReduce will be there. Then all the three versions of Hadoop we will be doing. Hadoop comparison of 1x and 2x, and Hadoop 2x versus Yarn, Hadoop 3x, HBase, and Hive. This module 4 and module 5 I'm skipping because we will try. If we get time, then I've definitely, at least I will be giving you one demo on real-time data analytics on Twitter data, Zookeeper, or Kafka demo with Twitter. We will be covering at least these two. And if we get more time, then we will be covering all the topics within this course only. And then now comes to the main part, that is the hardware and software requirements. The mandatory requirement is, please go with this thing. We need 8 GB RAM because we can't install all the softwares in our laptops or our PCs. So we can work on Cloudera. All the softwares are on cloud. Then for installation of Cloudera, 8 GB is the mandatory requirement. RAM 8 GB is the mandatory. And if you have operating system Windows and Mac, no need to worry. We can work with virtual VMware, virtual machine, virtual box. And if you have Linux installed with you, then it's okay. You can install any of these softwares. And if you don't have Linux, no worries. We can run Linux machine on the same machine without installing Linux with the help of VMware. Then Java should be installed, JDK, Java Development Kit. You can install it from Oracle site. On the Oracle site, JDK is available. Install from there. Course requirements are minimum 20 hours are needed without any disturbance during the session. Question answer round can be planned at the end of the session so that maximum of the content is being covered. You can type your questions in the description box, in the chat box also. I will be taking all the questions and answering to whenever I get time. So if you miss any of the lecture, it will be available on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that you will get all the notifications. Communication through Telegram only. Please let us try one more paradigm shift. Let us create accounts on Telegram and meet through Telegram. WhatsApp should be avoided because we are working on paradigm shift and our course name is paradigm shift. So let us shift our paradigm in case of Messenger also. Contents and assignments will be there in the Google Classroom. So I wish a good luck to all of you, very best wishes with all of you, so that we learn new technologies. Let us utilize this lockdown period for learning and exposure and get industry familiar. So thank you everybody.